Well met, lords and ladies. God, still dying. Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of. Hi, I'm Marinette, just a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Wait, that's not someone's messed up with the script here. Yeah. Anyways, it seems that another moment that has been eagerly awaited for has arrived. And no, I don't mean this stream again because it took about 8 minutes for this mic to even connect for some reason. No, I'm talking about the actual videos themselves because, as is implied in the thumbnail and title, the miraculous crossover, the adventure into the world of fandom that we're familiar with thanks to later installments in the Johnny mythos, begins with the second video that we're dealing with today, Disco Pop Season 2. And apparently it was the idea of Eli. Interesting enough. So I guess that's what we're doing. And I guess people are wondering about my still stagnant health. The idea for this, of course, is to not go into 3 hours like last time. I did actually just make a promise that it was not going to go for three and a half hours, and that I had no guests, so rest assured. Literally the second after I said that, Ghosty did the scratches on the door message and is now here. So hello, Ghosty.
Hello, I'm here. Hey, Jacob?
Yeah?
I'm going to make a re-edit of one of the Fallen Angel episodes using the Ed and Eddie sound effects, and you're not going to be able to stop me.
I mean, okay, sure.
Someone has a whole file available for download, so I downloaded it, and now I have it all. My favorite is orangutan_2.
Okay. I will. It's been. Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a long time since I've watched Ed and Eddie, so I don't remember what lots of the sound effects sound like, which probably means that this edit is going to be even better for me. Not that I needed much of a warning, considering that Fallen Angels isn't my show, but
it's going to be complete chaos.
I mean, it's Fallen Angels. It's already complete chaos, but yeah, I suppose.
I know, but now it's going to be even more chaotic. I literally was like, what's the single show that I know that has the most creative sound design?
SpongeBob?
Ed and Eddie. There is a sound effect for almost every movement.
Well, I'm glad you have space in your hard drive for that then. All right, we have space in this stream for one more guest. Welcome, KW.
Hello!
I have all of the sound effects from the Chaos show.
Oh,
Indeed. No. All right, speaking of Chaos shows, you two ready for some more Disco Pops?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
Honestly, It has me intrigued at this point. Honestly, I want to see everything about Disco Pops and all the other Pops at this point, since I keep seeing them everywhere.
Yeah, we're entering into the second season of Disco Pops now. This is back to the Johnny stuff in order of release, rather than
it bounces back and forth. Some of the pop stuff is good, some of it is To be honest, I've not watched I've not watched the Pops themselves except for an episode or two, and then decided this just wasn't made for me. But honestly, the fan pop content it's a rabbit hole. It is a rabbit hole.
To be honest, when I saw the actual Pops thing in the last stream, I'm like, this kind of looks like Lazy Town, but weirder.
I get where you're coming from, actually. I get where you're coming from, because Electropop kind of reminds me of Stephanie a bit.
Yeah, I remember watching Lazy in Town like years ago, maybe when I was a baby.
It's one of the many shows that I've watched in Spanish and no other like and like the one time that I finally get to see it in English, I'm like, wow, I didn't know the Sporticus had that accent in English. Interesting.
Yeah, Sporticus's accent is the effeminate gay man chic.
Well, that's definitely not what he sounds like in the Spanish one. That's I can say that.
Oh,
we grew up in two very different timelines, you and I.
Yet bizarrely managed to coincide on a lot of the same shows.
I
we
actually
grew
think
up in
Lazy
the
Town.
timeline, except I knew it all in English. So, the voice acting is different. And when you listen to it, it's like, huh, that's pretty weird.
Yeah, I don't know. So here's the thing: people don't know about this. Ghosty and I have a lot of the same childhood shows, despite never meeting until our 20s.
Wow.
Here we are, going far to save what we love.
Exactly.
What we got, we win for.
I would sing along with you, but my throat still hurts. Okay, it's
To be honest, that's a mood. Also, I'm clicking rapidly through edit and any sound effects, wondering, which one should I attack Jacob with first?
Why are you
Twang
attacking
1,
me
Twang
by
2, or
using?
Twang 3?
Why are you attacking me with like sound effects being used on someone else's show?
I'm only going to fan edit like the first one of the episodes, maybe the first episode of the second season, since it has a little more movement in it.
Ooh.
I suppose. Although the remake of the first episode, I made sure to include plenty of movements in the scenes that I was responsible for.
In that case, I can use the sound effect, the horn. Dot off.
All right. Well, you go ahead and do that then. It'll be very interesting if that happens to be KW's first exposure to Fallen Angels. All right. Anyway, speaking of first exposures, here's the main series, the original Disco Pops, but season 2. We're skipping the first one. Hey, White Duck fans, welcome to season 2 of the Disco Pops. When I said if the season 1 finale got 5 likes, I'll give you season 2, so here it is. Well done. Incentive.
GG.
Oh, Josh asked in the chat how we were doing.
Well, no headache, but still, like I was zoned out for like most of the day, and my throat again still hurts, and is now a bit mucusy. So there's that.
As you can probably tell, I haven't brushed my hair in 24 hours. That should already be an indicator of how I'm feeling.
I have a headache from trying to figure out a mod, how to work it, because I'm wanting to do a new Minecraft series, but modded, so yeah. That's been fun! I have to look like 1,000 videos just to figure out how to make the mod work.
Which mod are you working with?
Custom NPCs 1.7.10 version.
Oh, that should be fine. That's although you probably want to update a little bit. The custom NPCs goes a little bit further than that, surely.
Yeah, I was used to the 1.12 version, so it was like a little bit different for me. So I was like, "What?
How come you're going back then? How come you're downgrading?"
Because I'm using a website where you can download mod packs, so I have like different versions of Minecraft within that website to play with different mods.
You also
it's called Technic Launcher.
Well then, okay. Well, I've got Technic Launcher as well. That's why I do a fix on Ruby. Yeah, but okay. So Yeah, there's like, I don't know what videos you've been watching to get to that point. There are a few simpler options that one can have, especially if it's one singular mod that you need. But we can delve into those later. That's
Yeah.
for extra details. Oh, and I guess Johnny has to leave for dinner, so he'll probably be back by the time we get to the second episode. So let's start the first.
Let's
Again.
do it.
Yeah.
Don't mind me just sitting here stacking things.
The season 2 premiere will start right after the season 1 finale. Oh, so it really was just, give this likes or this will not conclude. Fair enough.
Oh no!
As always, if you have any suggestions for episodes, then leave them in the comments below. And I'm guessing that's what Eli did to... Actually, you know what? I want to check those comments. I want to see.
Go for it.
I want to see what was said.
I mean,
Nice episode. Nice episode. Can't wait to see us save the day, says Eli. So I'm guessing that's because of... I'm guessing that's a... reference to the fact that the jazz pots might be in this one.
Ah.
Maybe anyway.
Maybe.
All right, here we go. Okay, let's review the problem. Robbie Rotten has kidnapped everyone. Anyway, our friends have been...
I was about to say, it's about time he got to be a villain for once.
Our friends have been taken by the Cloaked Master by the Cloaked Master and is stripping them of their powers.
It's about time.
Our friends have been taken by the Cloaked Master and is stripping them of their powers.
What even is grammar?
I do not know, because I do not have grammar either.
That kind of sound... The way the sentence is phrased, it sounds like the Cloaked Master is non-binary and is being stripped of their powers by the friends.
Yeah, that's...
We need to save the Cloaked Master.
Exactly.
Cloaked Master. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It is
Stop
the
it.
Cloaked Master whom we're saving.
Now there's a twist. We could go to the Jazz Pops and ask them to help us. However, they might be busy with helping Winter find the other Blues Pops. That's right, because that was going on around this time. But then again, Snap, who remembered the one that I said was the start of the 2-year-old meme from, and became 5. Yeah,
yes.
might also be trying to search for the others as well. Yes. Okay, let's go to the Jazz Pops. And here they are. You guys, Paul's calling. Paul, what's the situation? Isn't that a Kim Possible quote? What's the sitch or something like that?
Yeah,
yes,
that's Kim Possible.
That's one show that I haven't watched.
I'd also like to notice that all of these girls have either the same front hair or different variations of the same front hair. And then there's Elizabeth.
Weirdly enough, they look more distinct than they do on Eli's channel as the Jazz Pops, strangely enough. I'm not sure what it is that Johnny did to... It might be because like, it's not only Emma who has a nose this time. Mary and Elizabeth also have been given that privilege. Maybe these are different. Maybe these are redesigns by the original people that have been put into Disco Pops but not Jazz Pops. I don't know.
And I just realized that all of them have an E at the beginning of their names except for Mary. Poor Mary.
Yes. And all of them have worn Mary's uniform at one point, except for Elizabeth. So there's like, they all have like one thing in common, except one is the odd one out in like a few things. Strangely.
And all of them have a nose except for Elsa.
Well, oh no, Emmy doesn't have one either. Normally it's only Emma who has the nose on Jazz Pops. Again, these are all made by different people, which is why they are slightly distinct, but also bizarrely similar. I don't know how that happened.
It still somehow boggles my mind that these were made by different people.
Because, like, the thing is, like, you know, we had to, like, train ourselves to make characters like each other to some extent, so that, like, to cover our tracks when we're like making stuff for like our different shows. But I guess somehow it just worked out here, but also didn't at the same time. Okay. Anyways, Jazz Pops, the Star Tribe is taking Groove, Bounce, and Hustle. Carmen, I need your help. Okay, we're on our way. You guys ready to transform? Yes. Jazz Pops can't be defeated. Alright, let's teleport to their location. I do love the transition effects that Johnny has. Oh, and okay. I know you guys probably have a lot of questions, so let me explain. You know something? Weirdly enough, this is the first time that I don't have many questions or like that much to say.
Actually, no, this is. I'm just gonna say something here. You're playing the hand of the author a little bit too fistedly. Get out of here! I want to watch the pops.
Has my camera stopped again?
No,
By the
you're
way,
not.
this.
Oh,
Okay,
you're frozen. You're frozen.
I'm
that's what I
sorry,
was asking.
I'm sorry, Wipeout fan, but I came here to watch the pops. Get out of here!
We want to watch the series. That's why we're here.
Yeah,
But the author is pulling us aside to give us context? What kind of context do we need?
But it's weird because normally, if this was any other Johnny video, we would be asking a bunch of questions and begging to have clarification. But for
this
some
is
reason,
the
this
one
one,
episode where it just gave us clarification off the bat.
which probably has to be like the worst like luck or that Johnny has had in this case. I don't know. Okay. First question you probably have on your mind is, where's Winterpop?
Actually, no, that question wasn't on my mind.
Not
Well,
really.
yeah,
I've.
well, I guess if I had to put myself in the mind space of someone who has only watched season 1 of Disco Pops and has not seen Jazz Pops, despite the massive audience overlap between the two channels, yeah, maybe I would be a little bit confused at this point.
Like, maybe, but as you mentioned, there is massive overlap, so one can glean context clues from one channel to another.
Mm-hmm. And a follow-up would be, why didn't they contacted Snap Pop? They also just said that, right? The Snap would probably be available. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they say like they're busy?
Yesterday I was playing Roblox with Caitlin and Elizabeth. Where is this going? Now I have questions. Now I have questions.
Why? What is happening?
How did we get from that was like one sentence transition, wasn't it? From like the in-universe to playing Roblox.
Yes, from in-universe to Roblox.
All right. You have my attention. And Elizabeth may have given me a spoiler for a future episode on her series, The Jazz Pops. Elizabeth being Eli, of course. So I didn't put in Snap or Winter to avoid spoilers.
Good to know, I guess.
Thanks.
This could have easily been set before that, considering that you two definitely didn't talk about the timeline placement of your crossovers, but
also this could have been neatly explained in universe instead of the author just pulling us aside and being like,
hey, you want to hear about a Roblox game?
This is the context information and what you need to know. Stop. Put that aside.
You're gonna get animated doing this, by the way, at some point, apparently. Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'm still waiting for the animation from from yesterday. What is it we did yesterday? That was I said I want to see like people make like edits of that. So I can't remember now.
I don't even remember.
It was one of those legendary moments.
This morning.
Legendary moments.
Second question: why get it on a weekday instead of the weekend?
I honestly do not care if it comes on a weekend or a weekday, to be honest.
I just
Well,
want
yes,
to.
but
In the context
sure
of
that
the pops, this is
from-
important information.
True, I
from the
guess so.
perspective of somebody, yeah.
I guess so. I'm just like, it's whatever.
It is whatever, yes. So I'm nervous about making this announcement, mainly because of the Cooper guidelines. Ah, yes. We've got to be stomping those Coopers, don't we? However, my newest Instagram follower, Mila, suggested I take the risk. I'm getting married. I'm kidding. So I'm happy to say that I'll be making a miraculous ladybug gacha video. Like I said,
What?
it begins.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. There was actually also, I found this today on Johnny's channel, there is actually like a separate the MLB like actually the gacha series that is where a character of Jess kind of like, you know, gets the starring moments and everything. So I guess there was at some point either that must be either a spin-off or the two series combined at some point. Not sure which at the moment. I guess we'll see. If you guys have any storylines for that, leave them in the comments below. Okay, so
Wait,
it wasn't
what?
Eli who suggested. So it wasn't Eli who suggested the fandom content. It was somebody else, and Eli just happened to have the first idea of an episode story beat. I see. Okay, that's interesting. Could go a number of ways, but we'll find out. Also, drop a like and subscribe. As of making this video, I'm 6 away from hitting 100. Oh, he's back. Thank you guys for watching this Wipeout Fan 14 saying goodbye and big balls. I forgot about that outro.
Huh.
Alright. So there is that, and as it appears, my camera doesn't seem to want to return. However, I did actually spend a considerable amount of time waiting for this new internet to be installed and hopefully actually doing something with that, which means that I'm going to bring back something that I don't think was going to make an appearance again. Consider that my camera is dead, might as well do something. So, in that case, I hope that you will join me in celebration Oh, hold on. I did it wrong. Okay,
Oh
now.
no.
Okay. And nothing's happening. Oh, it's because I have it turned off, that's why. Okay, so hopefully you'll join me in to celebrate my return to the back rooms.
He's back! Everyone, he's back!
Woo! He's back! I can see the backrooms monster back there. Ooh,
Oh
spooky.
no! Oh no!
Surprisingly, it's inverted this time.
Why
Don't know
is
what
it-
happened there. Oh, I guess because the cameras. It's probably on like mirror camera mode in OBS, that's why.
Like, even then, your face isn't moving.
Yeah, because my camera's dead, so it can't face track me.
Oh no!
Yeah, that part I was expecting. What I wasn't expecting is for some reason I can't. My mouth is very slightly moving. It's not doing much at all. Okay, that's why. Yep. So I'm just. Oh, okay. That's a bit too far back.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll just deal with that for now. So yes, Backrooms Buddy has returned. It seems that this is just about performing better than last time, and you won't have to put up with it for long because I just wanted some sort of visual of me, and we're going to go into the actual crossover now, which happens to be called Miraculous Lady Buzzover.
Really, you
So
could
here
have
we
come
are.
up with a more creative name.
So I'm going to make a prediction here. Because the Jazz Pops, well, actually, the Jazz Pops weren't busy at the end. It turns out that they were very much around. I thought it was going to be like, oh, I guess since they never got rescued before in the previous episode, that they just kind of sorry, again, I'm trying to get a proper rotation of me, just making sure I'm not. There we go. You know what? I'll turn myself this way because it's routed to the video. There we go. Now I can look dead in a different direction. So basically, yeah. So what I was saying was, I thought it was going to be okay. Maybe the Jazz Pops might have been too busy or something, but no. But now they're going to call on somebody else. They're going to outsource all the way to the good old land of Paris, and that was what was going to happen. Like maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what's happening. So,
We'll see.
yeah. Hey, Wipeout fans, welcome back to the Disco Pops. Flowerpot 1300 once gave me an idea for an episode, so shout out to her.
Woo! Yeah.
Is that
Okay, so as soon as Ghosty started talking, Ghosty, you got basically like I heard nothing but robotics, so I decided, you know what, whatever, no camera for today.
Yeah, that's because OBS crashed. OBS crashed on my end. Yay! Am I back now? Have I returned?
Yep,
okay.
You're good.
Yes, you have. I thought it was my problem, so I just like closed everything. So Backrooms has gone again.
Which I was actually like, are we crashing or something? It's like, are we okay?
I was like, this is the worst internet debut ever, considering that's the new provider. But okay. So what did you say, Ghosty?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's pretty lame, but to be fair, it's better than most crossover fanfiction. After all, I have been reading recently the fanfiction Code Lyoko Warriors Go to Paris.
Okay.
Which is just about as creative as the crossovers get.
Okay, but question, don't the Code Lyoko Warriors already live in Paris?
They already live in France, yes.
No, they live in actual Paris. They literally live in Paris.
Yes.
That's where Cadet Academy is. I almost went to Cadet Academy when I was in Paris last year.
I know.
I saw the factory.
I know. Like, sometimes I go to fanfiction communities to see what kind of asinine things I can dig up. there's a lot of code. There isn't a lot of good Code Lyoko, Miraculous Ladybug crossover fanfiction.
I see.
I'm surprised there's any at all, but here we are.
I'm actually I'm not surprised because honestly, like again, those two shows, as far as French animation goes, they've definitely left some like the most like marks over time. One has vastly eclipsed the other, unfortunately, but oh well. I thought it would be much easier to connect those two than there'd be for anything else, but I guess someone had to invent an excuse as to why they traveled to Paris despite already being there. I don't get it, but fine. Of course. I feel like if Ghosty read some of my Kodoko fanfics, they would make more sense. And for context, mine are all in Spanish, so Ghosty will understand more of that, if here's the implication.
Yes. Most of the
Right.
fanfiction is really bad.
Can I download episode 3? I am trying to keep this stream short today, so probably not. Sorry about that, Josh.
Listen, as much as I'd like to speed racer through disco pops, I don't think I have enough constitution for that.
I just mean because I made like a promise, and also health wise, but yeah. Let's see.
Like a horror movie or something.
I was trying to come back bit by bit. First time I came back, 3.5 hours. Yay! All right, let's see. Yes, shout out to her. Also, this is technically my first Miraculous Ladybug Gacha video. Why technically? Have you done one before that didn't count? What does that mean?
Hasn't the Miraculous Cast showed up before in at least one of these?
Not before this point, because we've watched some of the the later stuff. After it was retconned that some of the pops are descended from the Miraculous characters.
In which case, directly descended.
It might actually be happening in this episode when we find that out.
I know what your ships are.
Yeah, which is weird because honestly, this I think was, since it was done in, I think it was 2021 when this was made, which means that all the stuff that Johnny was trying to avoid bringing up that might have been to do with like season 4 drama, which meant that suddenly Chloe became a more viable candidate for Adrian's affection. Or something, whatever. I don't know what happened. Point is, so this was done like before that was included, so that might be a difference between the reboot and the original that might come up. So who knows? Maybe Marinette gets her wish in this one. I don't know.
I don't
know anything.
Like, to be honest, can we all agree that Marionette's crush on Adrian was always a bit creepy in the first place?
Oh yes,
yeah. I mean,
just ship what you ship, my girl.
I mean, if you watch like the origin episodes, which was like in the middle of season 1, which I don't understand why, she didn't have a crush on Adrian. She thought that he was like Cleo. He was like a brat and everything until he got to know her more and everything, and that's when the crush begins.
But then it just spirals downward into a crippling obsession with Adrian.
Yeah! I don't understand that much. I mean, I think she gets better just a little bit as the seasons go by. Like, just a little. Just a little.
Yeah, like just matures as a person. That's good, yeah. Maybe Alia finally says, "Hey, Marinette, you want to chill a bit? Like, I've been with you for years at this point, but let's take a step back for a second."
I mean, he's never going to date you if you photocopy a documakara of him.
What do you mean? He's not going to know about that, or something like to that effect.
Yeah, there's like one season where she's like, "Yeah, I'm done with Adrian. I'm gonna like Luca," and then she goes back to Adrian, and then she says she's not gonna have a crush on Adrian, and then like there was like a movie where is totally like in the friend zone, and then she realized she does love Adrian, and it was just like, make up your mind, woman.
This is going to be sound really bizarre, but that sounds like Courtney Miller's middle school diary. I don't know if you've seen that particular series on Smosh Pit, but one of their cast members, Courtney Miller, shared their middle school diaries in several videos. There's a lot of that in there. One Christmas special was exclusively about New Year's resolutions that never got kept, and at the top of the list every time was no boys. Immediately would have like 3 boyfriends a month or something. I can't remember what it was. Some bizarre number. Anyways, Josh, you've convinced me. If it's part 2 of this, then I suppose, yeah, I'll edit the title. I've downloaded the other episode, so we'll do number 3. But let's pick up the pace then in that case. Hello, Nor. Welcome back. What else we got? Tomorrow is your first board exam. Okay. All right
Cool.
then. Good luck. LB had some potential, but I'm pretty sure on this season the potential was thrown out in the trash. Well, I guess I don't know. Eventually, I'll find out because I promised to watch that with Maya and Aiden, so I'll find out eventually.
I'm going to have to be a part of that, even though I've watched like the first 3 seasons. After season 3, I just lost interest.
Yeah, it's like I said before, I think like Miraculous seasons, like the first 3 seasons is repetitive. It's like the same as usual, maybe something different for the season finales. But then once you get to season 4, is really different. And then season 5, if you've seen season 4's season finale, season 5 is really, really different. So I think to me, it gets better with story-wise because I think they realize they can't just do the same thing over and over again multiple times. And so they decided, let's just take it to another route. And that's what they did.
You know what show they should have learned from then? Code Lyoko.
Code Lyoko did it better.
Yeah. I mean, they start off with, a very, 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 very clear formula. And they sort of stick to it, but they add new things, they add new details every time, and then entire episodes that break it entirely.
Also, might I add, unlike, Mr. Hawkmoth, Xana's attacks are always different. They always differ in one aspect or another. And it's not just like, woohoo, butterflies!
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Someone angry, I give them butterfly and suddenly they magic now.
Except in Evolution, where it's like, ooh, specters. Again, what's this episode? Also specters.
Go get Kitty Bug and Noah as Miraculous.
Kitty Bug. That's got to be a ship name somewhere,
Wait, is it? I
don't know.
There's like there are like multiple ship names with the same people. It's crazy.
Of course.
Go get Kitty Bug and Lady Noah's Miraculous and bring it back.
Oh, okay.
They swap powers for a day.
It is Adrian and Marinette, Lady Noir, Ladybug and Cat Noir, Marriott Chat.
You got it right, Ghosty.
Mary Chat, which is Marinette and Cat Noir, and then Lady Arian, which is Ladybug and Adrian.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's all like the ship names, I think, for at least for those 2 characters.
Of course. Now I'm just imagining an episode where they like happen to, for some reason, both of them like drop drop them Raxters, like they swap, they pick them up in like the frenzy of the battle. But it turns out they've swapped Kwamis, and so the Kwamis now know the identities, but like, let's just not say that for now, and then they'll invent some reason why the main villain ends up having like amnesia powers, so the Kwamis don't remember when they swap over again, or some bizarreness like that, and then the end. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on, let's see what Johnny did with this concept. I will post a comment explaining about Miraculous in case any of you don't know. Oh, please give me that. Let me read that comment. Okay. Let's see. Also, so yes, so the copper thing, by the way, was that since Miraculous is a kid show, the fear was that the video would get copper claimed in 2021 when copper came into effect. Well, the copper new restrictions came into effect in 2019. So I guess
Yeah, that
makes
was
it sound
fun.
it just makes it sound like there was like a recent concern suddenly. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Is there any comment here? No, doesn't seem to be from anything there. You checked out the Gacha videos that I have comments on. Good sign. Also, the reason the pops were confused was because most of them probably haven't seen or heard of Miraculous. Oh, really? Most of the pops have not seen or heard of Miraculous. So for any Miraculous Ladybug fans that ask why do the pops not know Miraculous, there's your answer.
Wow.
I do love when the retcon is clarified in the comments.
It's that's the description. I don't see a comment there explaining Miraculous or anything, so yeah, I don't know. Hey, again.
I must still be salty for when I try to go watch another episode of that one adaptation of Avmo that I dislike. Which one was it? It's one or the
Aftermath?
other. Yeah.
Also, Ghost Kitty, a story about two superheroes who are in love. That's been there are several of those that are around. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a ton.
Yeah, particularly in comics. In fact, there's even one with a character there's even one with like Spider-Man and Black Cat, which is literally the same name as Cat Noir.
Except there's a problem with how Miraculous does shipping. They took the core ship and they're stretching it as far as it can go.
There's a reason there's 4 different ones with the same people, where no one realizes that, if they just all knew who they were, everyone wins.
Okay, gonna... Miraculous shipping is like a Scooby-Doo door gag.
No, okay, yeah, no, I can see that. No, yeah, you just said that.
Yep.
God, now it's in my head. Seeing all like the Miraculous characters running around like the Scooby-Doo characters. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Why not? Someone's going to do Miraculous and Scooby-Doo crossover now at some point. Anyway.
Supernatural Scooby-Doo did that.
Actually, you know what? That could actually be a thing that Scooby-Doo might actually do. Hanna-Barbera do crossovers with like everything. Why not? Anyways, without wasting any more time, on with the episode. So here we are, back where we left off in the season 1 finale. Oh, I forgot. I wasn't. There you go. Ah, you must be Disco Pops. And I assume you're Celestia. Correct. Don't bother calling for help. This place has no communication systems, making it difficult for... Oh, sorry. I keep... Every time I read for these characters, I get to... Like, there you go. Make it difficult for the Pops to find you. Plus, there is force field to prevent them from entering. Now for you, a villain from another series gave us this. What is that? Wait, is that... Yep, an Akuma.
Oh, okay, so God, that's the...
Made especially for you. 1 Akuma for 3 people. Does that happen in the show ever?
I don't think so.
No,
yeah, I was going to say.
In the Miraculous lore, the Akuma like flies away. Go find that person who has like negative feelings because they might having a bad day at school or a bad day at a job, family stuff, and if they're holding an object or something, the Akuma goes in there and Hogmoth goes like, "I am Hogmoth, and you will be this super villain. You have the powers of this. Go find Ladybug, Cat, Noir's Miraculous, and give them to me."
Ghosty, you are feeling a lot of confusion right now. Harness that confusion. You shall and get me the miraculous. You shall be known as Hair Day.
Yes. Now known as Hair Day, I shall go find the miraculous with my magic stylus. Whatever I draw comes to life. I'm pretty sure there's already an Akuma of that, but I don't care.
Wait, if there's no Kuma of that, why does have the person like draw copies of the miraculouses?
I don't know. I don't
I
care.
don't know. I don't even
Problem
know
solved.
either.
Okay. Also, apparently, yeah, we're back with plum, carrot, cabbage, and Celeste. Okay, yeah, Celeste is not from that same set. Yeah, different thing. All right, here we go. The jazz pops are in action.
There's strawberry, blackberry, grape.
Yeah. Granny Smith. All right. You guys, we came as fast as we could. Thanks. In case you don't know, this is Comma Pop. She is part of the Funk Pops.
Fucking tail.
Yeah.
Karma Pop is a nice character. Yeah, I'll be the judge of myself for that, thank you. I don't like being told what to think.
You must think about chocolate cake from now on. You cannot think anything else but chocolate cake.
Yes, I will now think of how Ulrich is now a werewolf and how we can't have chocolate cake.
All I'm thinking about now is Cooking with Earl. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Cooking with Earl. Today we're going to make a nice chocolate cake. I retired with my career as a dungeon beast to become a 4-star chef. Anyway.
I mean, I know how to make a really good chocolate cake using Coke.
Okay. I wish Kate, aka Calm Pop, would return to YT. So, I guess, again, another person who managed to become a guest in this. I tell you what, you know what? I will say this. Ghost Kitty, you've made a bunch of pops in the past. Maybe just make yourselves one of these characters. Clearly, that's the winning way to get into this show and be a permanent cast member. Right.
Can I become a villain?
Oh, and this is their debut. They just show up. There's like not even like a huge like big intro. It's just they're standing there, and also have apparently vaporized the other people into the ether. Anyways,
yes, these characters are boring. To the ether with you.
Oh, why? Why is Weebless Mask half red, half black?
that's just how Gacha's able to do things.
Okay, then I'm just a little bit surprised.
I
Cringe.
can look at these and be like, yes, these designs are within Gacha limitations, but I still hate them, especially Alia over here. Poor Alia, what happened to you?
Jacket is like shorter. I feel like it needs to be shorter.
Right, give me a second.
And Weebless Mask should be like all red, not just half red, half. What? I'm so confused.
I see. So the mask on Rena Rouge happens to be the oranges at the top and the whites at the bottom. Yeah, that can't be done. As for the jacket being shorter, not necessarily. Some of these just don't even show up with her, even with a jacket. Oh no, this isn't zipped up. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jacket is. I think that's about right. Oh wait, no, that's the tail. I'm getting very confused by the design. You know what? I'm gonna look up Ladybug instead.
Yeah, Ladybug's design is in fact too simple, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It
the problem
doesn't
is, of course.
scream main hero.
Okay, the problem is the spots. Because of the spots being there, it's on the mask. That's why like the red and the black, it has been used here, and then for the rest of the outfit. The rest of the outfit was basically the easiest way to compensate for that, I think, probably. I don't see... The only other way that I can see this being pulled off is if, is with good old-fashioned green screen manipulation, but that's a whole other rabbit hole. Probably best not to best not to delve into that. We have seen Ladybug show up later in Johnny's canon and looks different, so there was a bit of reworking after this, at the very least. Don't know about the other two, though, because the other two kind of don't show up in costume ever, I don't think. We'll see.
Chat Noir looks fine.
I'm afraid your friends are in more danger than you think. Who are you, and what do you mean, danger? And why can we not occupy the same physical plane of reality?
Like, I just assume they're on different streets, just like screaming to each other.
I'm Cat Noir without the H, and this is Ladybug.
Oh, no! By the way, his name is spelled Chat Noir. It's just the French name for cat.
Yeah.
His name is Cat Black.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Okay. Yeah. It would be Black Cat. It's just that in French you swap the adjective position in the name. That's why.
Yeah, I know, but literally, in the show, Adrian gets to keep Chat Noir, but Ladybug is not her French name, so it's just yes, Chat Noir and Ladybug.
Wait, what is her French name if it's not the same?
Like, it's the French word for ladybug, which I can't be bothered to say.
All right, one moment.
I'm looking it up.
Okay. Yeah, I think probably the reason that they kept it that way is because if they just called him Black Cat, they probably would have got sued by Marvel. Because there's already a character called Black Cat, Felicia Hardy, so probably that's why.
Yeah, that's probably why. But even then, it's just a strange naming convention to me. But this is a thing against the show itself and not this. By the way, I just put in private chat the French word for ladybug. Which I'm not gonna try to say because it's gonna be...
What the heck? Okay. Huh. I am not gonna try pronouncing that. I don't think I can even. Like, I'm learning Japanese, okay? I am not here to learn French.
Okay, well, I'll do my best. Cochinelle. That's my...
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Also, I just looked up Reina as well. I thought that was going to be like Fox or something, but no. Apparently, it means born again. Born again red. That's Reina's name. There we go.
What?
Like, I think her name is pronounced Rena, and I think it has something to do with foxes, but I can't be bothered now.
Okay, I feel like Miraculous is like ballet. Like, if you use the words in English, it really sounds weird, but if you say them in French, it doesn't sound weird.
Probably, yeah. That makes sense to me. Actually, what was Chloe's superhero name?
Queen Bee in English.
Oh, okay, fine. So she got translated. I'm just checking to see if it was like, I don't know, something Jean or something like that because of yellow. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Let's carry on. Right, this is Ladybug and Red Fox. And what Ladybug meant was your friends have been akumatized by a singular Akuma. Akumatized? Is that bad? We literally said they were more danger than you thought they were. So yes, it is bad. Well done.
Maybe us screaming to each other is not an efficient way to have a chat.
No, I dare say it isn't. It means they've been turned evil by Hawk Moth. Isn't Hawk Moth like one word? Or is that how it's actually spelled?
Yeah. No, Hawk Moth is one word. I feel it. Wait, now I'm gonna look this up. It's been about so much Miraculous, okay?
I have watched I've watched a few episodes when I was on holiday in Spain. So physically enough,
I don't want to look out.
Plenty of the Spanish dub, but then also the first episode by release order and the first episode by chronological order. So I have rudimentary knowledge, but it's way more knowledge than I have of MLP or FNAF combined.
Oh, it's actually split up, not together.
Oh, okay.
Really?
So there you go. There
Okay,
you
I
go.
thought it was something else. At least I did. I almost looked up the actual hawk moth because apparently that's a real thing I didn't know about.
Yeah, all of the superheroes and villains are, you know, the Miraculous are in fact real animals adapted to be kawaii mascots.
Yeah, I thought hawk. I didn't know that there was an actual like insect called a hawk moth. I know there is an actual insect called moth, and there is a bird
A bird
called
called a
a hawk.
hawk, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I did not expect there was an actual hawk moth in the real world.
There you go. We're learning things today.
Learning with KW, episode 1, hawk moth.
Learning with Johnny, you know. And he tries to get our miraculous. Again, our one singular miraculous, apparently.
You two share Miraculous. No wonder you're so close, separated but close. Closely separated.
The implication is that they also share with Alia in this case, but anyway.
Tiki's been pulling a lot of shifts lately.
Tiki, spots, and claws out, please. Both at once. On the double. Right. So, yeah. Spots on, claws out, on. Anyway. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, I agree. How do we save them? And is there anything we can do to help? Yes, you guys can distract them while Ladybug captures the Akuma. Sounds like a
Why
plan.
are they saying this like it's going to be the simplest thing on planet Earth?
Well,
probably because they've done it hundreds of times.
Yeah, they're just so used to it.
Did she just use one Akuma?
Yes.
Just one?
That's what we were saying before.
Just one Akuma.
No,
you can't even change their names.
One spell is all it takes. Spreading
Your name is to take the miraculous and make the pups take miraculous and turn pops evil.
By the way, is it weird that I have a French accent in France and no one else does?
Is it also that I just heard the heroes are going to be pursuing Screaming a minute ago?
Anyway, yes, Celestia. Oh, thank you for watching. Yeah, again, we've got part 2. Don't worry, I'm not leaving people unsatisfied. I'm saving for the big battle for next week.
I literally get no emotional fulfillment for watching any of these, but thank you for the consideration.
I try. Hopefully you can comment on the video. You know what? Sure, I can comment on the video.
I'm very confused.
I'll comment on the video.
Like, we just got done watching episode 1, Josh. Hold up.
Okay, there we go. I've put my comment in. My comment is, one spell is all it takes. Spread their evil reign. Confusion again. I look like I am lost. There we go.
I also look like I'm lost. Partially because I don't feel like I'm supposed to be here anymore.
Well, we were supposed to end on this episode, but not anymore. So let's keep going.
Why does it feel like we've only watched one episode?
Because the first one was basically like, oh, hey, let's call everyone together. All right, let's rally. Hope you enjoyed that. That's why it feels like one episode. What do you guys think of a separate series on the channel? Oh, yeah, this is what happened a few months later. Let me know in the comments.
I'm so confused.
Like and subscribe and stay tuned for a special Q&A to celebrate 100 subscribers. Goodbye and
Q&A.
yes. I'm sure that is a different video that was on the playlist. It just exists, so yeah.
What would my name be? Don't know, don't care.
If you're superheroes or villains, I see. That's a big question. I have to think about that one.
Oh, if you want me to be a hero or a villain, you have to give me like a genre like Marvel, DC, or horror or something, because I cannot just say if I was a hero or a villain, because I could be
Isn't this a
multiple
horror hero?
villains. Well, I consider like It is kind of like a hero movie, even though it's horror, because the adults go defeat the
Okay, yeah.
And it's like, interesting question. I'll respond in 3 to 5 business days.
Thank you for submitting your question. Yes, absolutely. Okay, welcome to another episode of the Disco Pops. Hold on. If I could have I'd be so Wi-Fi. I'd be faulty Wi-Fi. Right. We are jumping straight to it, so on with the episode. Jumping straight to it would be not introducing, but I guess, yeah, formula. Okay. Alright, girls, you know our part. Let's go save our friends. With group. Oh, come on. That was like the big battle, and now we're transitioning. Okay, fine. Hello, my friends. Want to join me? Groove,
we won't join you. This isn't who you are. Snap out of it. Yeah, this isn't who she is. Can you... Like, you don't even change the name to, like, some sort of villain name either. It's just the Pops, but wearing a different outfit.
Yeah, so beyond that, can we, like, appreciate like, the boldness of just being like, hello, would you like to join me? I'm evil now. Come to my side, please. Yeah, funny villains were always that direct. I knew you would say something like that, so I brought this. Oh, there's another one. I guess there were several, all in a line.
Okay, if there's several, okay then, but I don't know.
I mean, if they could just like all go at once, I'm surprised that Hawkmoth doesn't like descend from his tower at one point and just like patrol around Paris with an army of Akumas behind him, just absorbing everyone into a giant army. That's the finale right there.
I think he actually did that in the finale. It's just a tad different.
Okay.
Yeah, that happened in the season 3 finale where he got like a super power up and he just like let all the Akumas out and akumatized all like the superheroes except for Ladybug Cat Noir.
I see.
Yeah.
You wanted to add more characters in here to sell more toys? Well, guess what? Death to capitalism! On, fly, my pretties, fly!
Oh no.
The capitalism.
Yeah, it's like, and now they have new forms available for the low price of 9. It's like, gosh darn it, I did it again. Well, I've lost this week. See you next season. Anyway. This is the thing that made me see the truth. Yes, and now to give it to you.
Also, I like how
we better run, or just gently swat it away. That's the thing. You can
I think someone actually tries that in their show, and it doesn't work out too well.
I see. Okay. Or just use their powers against it. Honestly, like, what happens if someone just like played it just for that attacks an Akuma rather than like captures it? You know, could happen if you can hit it. That is a small target, but whatever. Anyway, why am I tied up? Good question. Are you tied up? I can't tell. Oh, I guess that's because, Ladybug has probably harnessed, using the yo-yo
Yeah.
and everything. Okay.
Also, I like how the Akuma is the only thing with a shadow.
Ah, yes. Better look behind you, Groove. Better move slightly further along into the scene and then look behind you, Groove. You know that you can turn the character's head in Gacha, right, without having to move them. Okay.
In
Groove.
fact, if you want to add some movement animation, you could even I don't know, move the body slightly with the head.
This is also true. Well, then it's just tied up, so a bit difficult in this case, but yeah, something could happen. Anyways, Groove, you have to come to your senses. Just let me take your Akuma. You're infected here. Let me take your Akuma. Let me yeah, just a minor infection. Let Dr. Ladybug sort that out for you. Never, Groove. We're not abandoning you. You're a disco pop. We need you, Groove. I just realized something. You know how that this feels like the setting of a typical kids show, but the concern that Johnny had for Ladybug being flagged as a kids show did not seem to be there for the Totally TV adapted series from the Super Pops, which is made for literal babies. I feel like that's gonna get flagged as for kids more likely than Ladybug is, honestly. Pops, it's working. Keep it up. She just gets. I just imagine. You know how she gets to summon an item in battle. Can you imagine if she does that and just you get a can of mace or something? It's like snap out of it, bad. I am evil now. No, bad Groove. Okay, all right, fine.
Miraculous Ladybug! And she just takes the can of mace. Oh, I don't
Bye, butterfly.
It's like, I know exactly what to do with this.
Sprays Cat Noir with it.
Oh no, he sprayed her several times in human form. You're right, wrong you're. Here is my Akuma, along with the one that I also have that's also next to me. That's, I guess. And the other one, there were two of them there. There was one who got her, the other one that's going to get them. So there's two Akumas that should have been captured right there. Can Ladybug capture more than one Akuma at once? Because only one of them fits in that space, right?
Yes, actually, Ladybug can do that.
Yeah, she can catch more than one at once. If ever the circumstances incline that she has to.
Yeah,
normally those circumstances are not met, though.
Yeah, I mean, at least she did it in the origin episodes where Hawkmoth induces himself with all the Kumas around him or whatever, and she's like, "I'm gonna stop you!" and throws her yo multiple times to catch all the Akumas and everything.
That would solve a lot, and to be honest.
You want to know what would also solve a lot?
This comment from Ghost Kitty. If I just summoned lighter, I don't think she can choose. I don't think she can choose the item that she gets, but if she does get one, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, Lucky Charms, she doesn't pick an object; she just uses it that helps her.
Yeah. All right, Groove, you did it. Thanks to all of you. The Lucky Charm mechanic reminds me weirdly of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, where he tells you to select an object that appears on the screen. It's like, oh, what should I use here? And then you have to point at it. But anyway, right, Cat Noir, we got Groove Pop back. How are you with Bounce? Do they have phones they can call each other on?
Yes.
Okay, all right then. Better hope they don't decide to do that while they're in school or something. I better warn Cat Noir of this new attack. I'll send him a text message. Oh, Adrian, what was that notification you got there?
Yeah, I think it's her Yogo can become a communicator, and Cat Noir's staff comes the communicator too, which is kind of interesting and
Weird.
also kind of weird.
Mhm.
Yeah, because why would you put the communicator inside of the weapon?
I don't know.
It's like,
Okay.
okay, sorry, hold on, I gotta take this. Hello? Anywho. We got her Akuma. What about you, Rena? Same with Hustle. We'll meet you guys there. I guess we don't need to see the rest of them. Alright,
Oh,
fine.
come on.
Sounds good.
This
Let's
is why I
get
don't
going.
get any emotional fulfillment from the show.
I am 1/3 fulfilled right now. With the other part.
I'm glad you have. I'm glad you're getting emotional catharsis. I'm just like, okay.
Look, we saw some action in this show. We saw the Pops, like, well, it wasn't even the Pops who did it, it was actually Ladybug who did the action, but whatever. It's good to have you guys back. It's still something. It's good to be back. Yeah, thank you guys for saving us. The season 1 finale has concluded now, thanks to this new fandom crossover that is going to be canon for the rest of the time. Yeah. You're welcome. I'll give you a break because you're French, Marinette. Cat Noir, Rena Rouge, and I have to go. Bug out. My goodness. Does she actually say that in the show? Bug out.
Yes.
Yes, that's her.
I hate
like,
it. I hate it so much. Alright.
Oh wait, no, it's taking spots off.
Yeah, I was going to say, that makes more sense because
Like-
they held spots on before, but anyway.
Like it can be spots. It's spots off when she's taking Tiki off, but it's bug out when she's talking to other people.
Of course. See, she knows a thing or two about merchandising even in universe.
Okay, yeah. Bug out's for her going like, okay, I gotta go now. Bye, bug out.
Ugh. Thank goodness we don't have to worry about evil Pops anymore. Oh, you will eventually. In the Pops world, everyone gets hypnotized every other episode, so yeah, you'll worry about them some of the time. Wait a minute, where's Melody? Oh no, Melody has disappeared. Cut to Melody. I have become the ultimate evil. Like right next to Hawk, Moth is just like standing alongside him.
No, it's the Ultima.
Is the Ultima?
Yeah.
Oh my word. Oh no.
Also, might I say
Even
that
I can't make excuses for that.
that's
abomination.
truly atrocious. I can't even stand to look at that. My artist brain is screaming.
Say, we need a character with ponytails. So we add like some back hair and rear hair as well, like match, so it's implied there's more hair that's like been collected from the ponytails. Nah, she just shaved off everything else other than just that portion there.
Oh, God. Some of
And
these hair
also-
designs are just so bad. Like, I just want to fix them. I just
Also
want
draped
to
a
fix
sheet.
them.
This is what happens. This is what Ghost Kitty has been doing since we started watching any Pops content. That's why the current Disco Pops are redesigns. That's the reason. I don't think Ghost Kitty has seen Kitty Pop yet. I did, so maybe this is going to be another emergency situation. We don't know.
Let's just keep this a secret because I think she has enough on her plate right now. I just am trying to avoid looking at Kitty
Yeah.
Pop.
Well, growing no longer because we're shouting across the street again. Kitty, what do you mean? Is she in danger? You are in your danger. You're going to run over like that. Get out the road.
Oh my
There's-
God! Just imagine a car just coming in and like, oh well, that's the end of LN Groove Pop. We need to find more pops now.
Phew, I'm so glad that everything got resolved and those I knew was going to happen because we are the best of friends and we always whip. And
Well,
that's
that's the end of them.
That'd be hilarious.
it. An evil pop who calls, see, this is what should be re-edited. Just have to like add a bunch of like edit sounds to this video, and then also add like a bunch of like other visual edits on top of that.
Any
Anyway.
sounds to these videos would be great.
No.
We get
Well,
that
yes.
later.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Also that. Yes. Also that. Yeah. An evil
An
pop.
evil pop who called herself Pink Pop has taken her.
I swear. Imagine if this is how you found out that Pop Josephine is canon to this universe now.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, she does wear pink, and she is classified as evil by the fan base.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Also-
think I can save her on my own.
Again, Miraculous might be a kid's show, but Super Pops is even more so, if you know what I mean.
Yes, the storyline has become so intense.
I'll take your word for it for now.
Yeah,
I think I can save her on my own. We can't save your design on our own. We need help.
yeah, we need the professional.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Jazz Pops, let's go save Melody, and Kitty, you go with the Disco Pops, okay? Oh, and here we go. Ghost Kitty has discovered Kitty Pop.
What in the name of sweet Irene is that? Looks like totally TV Majesty had a child with Pull Pop.
Apparently, the showrunners thought that would be fine with Avalonians and teenagers for some reason.
Oh
But-
god, no. No, I
but
just
yeah.
had a really bad thought in my. No, not this again!
There's Majesty. That's the one. There you go.
I hate her. I hate.
What? I honestly was gonna say I have a bad thought, but now I lost my. No, wait, I actually got my thought back now. What if, like, FML characters are the pop characters, like in My Street universe?
Oh God.
Just imagine that.
Street Pops.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, Jazz Pops, let's go save Melody. Yep. Alright. Be careful. So let's teleport the Jazz Pops to Melody Pop. And teleport Kitty the Disco Pops to the ship. Teleporting it now.
I like the transition and the teleports,
Yeah.
but
Sure.
Right. Pink, you can use your powers for good. You don't have to be evil. Okay.
What
You can use your
in
powers for evil.
this-
Be good. See?
Okay, pause. What
Yeah.
in the name of Josephine is that?
What?
I prefer this to Kitty Pop, honestly.
Pink Pop looks like a ninja anime character, but in a, I don't know, like a pink ninja, like from like a kids anime show about a pink ninja.
I mean, that actually sounds kind of amazing, not gonna lie. I'd actually check that out.
To be honest, wait, wasn't there? Oh, okay. Now I'm just remembering a game now called Clumsy Ninja.
Oh, not familiar with that one.
Oh my god, you don't want to know.
But I do. But I do. And you will remain here forever. Question. If this is somebody using pop powers, can't Majesty just confiscate the pop ring in the first place and then, like, this wouldn't be an issue? Because she, like, picks everyone, so she can, like, take their powers away.
Yeah, even her choices for picks sometimes don't make sense. But it's just what we're dealing with.
They never do. She never picks, like, fully, like, qualified and trained adults. She picks teenagers and sends them off to a boarding school. Yeah. Elle from Jazz Pops has the same pink on her outfit. Well, good for Elle. Yay.
She has the same pink on her outfit. I understand. But
Yeah. And you were remembering who
I
else?
don't know.
Oh, okay. So that was the end of the crossover with Ladybug. So we get to see Ladybug do one cool thing, not the other two, and none of the
Why? Why?
the big battle, everyone.
That really
Thanks
gets
for
me.
watching, Wipeout fans. I know I said I would have one pop. You had more than just one pop there. But before anyone comes about it, let me explain. It's called subverting expectations and surprising your audience. Get used to it.
Consider my expectations not subverted at all.
So my friend WWE Undertaker wanted our friend Pink in the pops. Is that the same person as WWE Kane, or is that a different person?
I don't know.
WWE Kane, by the way, is somebody who Johnny's no longer in contact with, but actually featured as himself in a video in season 1 of Disco Pops as like a famous wrestler. So yeah, and movie star. All right, and around the same time, my fellow Super Pops fan Caitlin wanted to be in it as well. It's a different person. Okay. So I putted them both into the series. I just went, you're both in the series now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And drop a like and subscribe. Goodbye and bug out. I mean, big balls. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
And yeah, I've mentioned this before, by the way. I'm fully aware that this has become evil multiple times. In fact, that's actually what made me stop watching the show, because of how many times they recycled that exact same plot. We're just like, oh, I wonder if Spike's a bungalow again in this episode. It's about that time again. Yeah, he's evil again. All right, fine. They ran out of ideas and started just copying titles of music songs about music videos that were popular at the time. Anywho, this, however, I guess the ramifications, now that I'm thinking about that, this raises several questions. Because we have just seen how Ladybug, Cat Noir, and Rena Rouge are there, but also interacting with some of the characters that we eventually find out to be their children. Again, this is where the retcon stuff comes in. The Disco Pops are the same people, but they just seem to have vastly different parentage and also be born in a different time to the later version, when it turns out that, or maybe not, actually, maybe not. Maybe they are. Maybe by this point, the Miraculous cast are all adults, but we just couldn't tell because they were only in their hero forms, which would have most likely stayed the same over the years. So I guess that's fair. So maybe they are just, there we go. All right. Okay, so that was obviously like the one major thing I was going to talk about. I was like, oh wait, that actually does sort of track. As for other stuff, Kitty Pop and Pink Pop being remade. Okay, good to start off with. Kitty Pop and Pink Pop, it seems to imply like yet another Pops group that's forming in the background.
How many pop groups are there now?
Too many.
There were already too many by the time Totally TV finished with them. It's just that, in this fandom area, there's like one per like different city, and there are fictional cities, which actually makes a bit more sense if you think about it, because that means that they can actually like stop crimes that are more local to them rather than having to travel to boarding school. so many confusing plots to remember. That is true, but at least with the if you're trying to remember all the plots, you don't. Oh wait, you're talking about the Super Pop stuff in the original. Okay, yeah, that's also that. Okay, yeah. So this is where the true confusion usually comes in. Surprisingly, that first episode, I guess it didn't have too much confusion there. If it wanted clarification by the creator, but that's because there was like nothing there at the time other than like the first scene. It's probably a disappointing start to a second season when the finale left on a cliffhanger that required a light goal to continue. At least for the next episodes where they actually get to do again a little bit. If only we'd seen like the rest of the cast like actually do stuff. In fact, I feel like that would have actually almost needed to happen, because if only Ladybug can capture and de-akumatize people, then what exactly did Cat Noir and Rena Rouge do?
Yeah, that's my question, honestly, because
like, to be honest, those fights would have been more interesting to see.
Yeah. I mean, because
maybe Cat Noir finally snapped and just decided to go Cataclysm on the Akuma itself and just rip it to shreds. I don't know.
Like, if I remember, like in the lore of Miraculous, she can only be the one to destroy the Akumas, because in the origin episodes, when they didn't capture the Akuma, at least Ladybug didn't, they were spreading and turning like people into stone, because there was a bad guy who could turn people into stone. So
Yeah,
the Akumas were turning people to stones because Ladybug didn't capture the Akuma the first time.
Cut to the other two Akumas now, just like nailed to a tree or something. It's like, we can't capture you, but you're not going anywhere. So I don't know. I guess that's so that's another thing. Also, I probably would have not had the Jazz Pops get involved if that's the case. Like, say that they are busy with the spoilers that were mentioned prior to this, including like the stuff with Winter Pop and everything, to get that out of the way, so that way you can then just bring the Miraculous cast in as the people who've like assisted. May Majesty's like, well, they're not under my employ per se, but there are some people who may not be related to you who can help in this situation. Go to Paris and then find out, and then there they go. And the whole thing was to do with like akumatization, so they were going to be involved in the first place, so it all would have worked out. Once again, too many characters being juggled for this, possibly too ambitious a crossover in that case. Just crossover one thing first, and then then go for the totally to the equivalent of Infinity War later.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like crossovers can be good if you do it the right way. Kind of like Scooby Natural. That crossover did pretty good, honestly.
All right.
It was in Supernatural, Sam and Dean defeated like the ghost or whatever, got a new TV, but the TV had ghosts in it, so they get zapped into Scooby-Doo, which was an episode where they had to go to the mansion or whatever because Scooby-Doo saved a guy or whatever, and he was gonna inherit something or whatever. And
That's a decent excuse, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like a funny episode because I'm like, oh my god, I remember this episode and everything, and just all like the reference in Scooby-Doo in that episode was just like point on, because there weren't like too many characters or anything like that, because it in Supernatural it's just Sam and Dean and Castiel, and then you have like the main Scooby-Doo gang trying to solve the mystery with a real ghost.
Yeah, they have solved like real monster cases in the past, but it depends. Possibly depending on which program they were in, they probably would have not.
It was the original one, the Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are
well,
you?
then they're all fake. Yes, in that case, yeah, they're all fake. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Yeah, it does depend with crossovers. When they like have enough time to actually shine, and you get to be able to think about like how these would work together, much more so than just okay, let's. But although strangely enough, again, this one like included the most action that we've seen from the Pops in a while, apart from season finales, which I guess maybe like that might be a good indication, might be a good indication of things to come, because that's coming right after the last season. So maybe from this point onwards, we're going to get to see a little bit more of that, and the Pops actually doing their job rather than standing and talking to people about it.
Yeah.
So that is one thing that I can say is getting better. So far, it's 1/3 of the way there, and we've got to the level.
1/3.
Yes, because only saw 1/3 of the battles, so yes, 1/3 of the way there. There you go. You get 1/3 of a praise from me on that one, Johnny.
We're getting close.
Yeah, I do wonder when exactly it's established that people are descended from the others, and how well that's going to come across when it's eventually stated. But I suppose the main concern ourselves that we have now is who exactly is Pink Pop? Why has Majesty not confiscated her pop ring yet? And where did Kitty Pop come from? And can we send her back to there, please?
Kitty, kitty, meow, meow.
Exactly. All right. Well, I think that concludes everything. I'm glad that you enjoyed this one, Josh, particularly. And I do agree, of course. Everyone is indeed unique. I don't know about only creator knows deep down who came up with it and brought it to life. What do you mean by that? We've just been talking about. We know who came up with this stuff. The person we're talking about. I don't get that. But yeah, again, we always say I say this whenever this gets brought up. These reviews are not meant to be like, oh, well, this is like immediately going to be disappointing. Like, I go into these with an open mind, trying to see like, okay, well, is there going to be something that's, a hidden gem? Actually, I say that. I go into these episodes with an open mind. I go into like, other stuff like Sapphire Wings, Lion Gate, and Aftermath and stuff like that with less of an open mind, but still quite hopeful. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, how did that go?
I still think it does a better job than Lion Gate, because Lion Gate just doesn't care at all. Aftermath, at least, it does try to be like, okay, let's take what people know and then start something new after that point. And yes, it does take some liberties, but it hasn't had someone dancing to 1273 down the Rockefeller Street when they're already supposed to be dead. So as far as in my books, it's doing something better than the worst thing imaginable, which is not saying much. But it's something.
I still believe they went back in time. Like, I'm sorry, I just think they did somehow. I don't know. It's just the way the Aftermath episodes went. I just think they went back in time for no reason.
Yeah, so definitely everyone in the Gacha community is definitely unique, and we all fail in our own unique ways, and that's what makes the reviews entertaining sometimes.
Like how
we'll
I
succeed different ways as well.
Like how I failed with Bunny.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
That wasn't even a Gacha thing, but yes, in general, if you want to like broaden it out, yes, artists will succeed and fail and stuff. Nothing is ever going to be perfect, and but even stuff that people think is like irredeemable might have some gems in there sometimes. Unless it's Lion Gate.
For instance, way back in time in my DeviantArt days, I used to write really bad fan fiction. Really, really bad fan fiction.
I mean,
I've had my fair share of bad fan fictions in the past. And my fair share of good fan fiction since then, but yeah, didn't start that way.
My fan fiction was Marvel with Legend of Zelda. I don't question it.
See, you must know then, making crossovers is sometimes a bit of an arduous task. I tried to combine Harry Potter with Percy Jackson. It didn't work.
Oh god.
You You say it didn't work, but from my point of view, it sounds interesting.
I will send you a link then. You can judge for yourself.
Oh no.
You asked for it. You asked for it.
In that case, I want your fanfiction too.
Oh,
Okay, fine. Give us yours from DeviantArt.
oh no.
I'm afraid to say it doesn't exist
no.
anymore.
Okay, new video idea. Reading each other's terrible fan fiction.
Oh, yes.
That's a future stream. That's gonna happen. All right.
No,
Right.
it's not a future stream. It's not going to happen.
Well, if yours doesn't
Fine.
exist, then you've got nothing to lose, Ghosty.
I will try to find my old fanfics. I may need to rewrite them just to, put them somewhere safe, but I will find them.
Okay. If you rewrite them, it kind of like defeats the purpose. But yeah,
No,
I
I
guess.
meant like not exactly rewrite them, like change the story, more like just like type it somewhere where it's safe, So
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right then. Okay, mine are all safe in an account that I no longer have access to. Because it was maybe my school email that I no longer attend, so I can't actually delete anything if I wanted to. So there you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just on Wattpad forever. That's fine.
Wow. And my stories are in my old journals with bad handwriting.
There you go. That's there is also that. Oh, wait a minute. I just remember my first ever crossover that I ever did. It was actually between it was also Harry Potter and Doraemon. It was the Doraemon characters, and they're just one of them was able to wish to go inside the Philosopher's Stone book. It was meant to be like, because I thought, hey, Nobita, the main character of Doraemon, he looks a bit like Harry Potter. What if he falls into the Harry Potter book, bashes his head on the ground, and people mistake him for Harry Potter for the rest of the book?
Honestly, I think I had so many crossover with Marvel. Like, there was a Marvel and Harry Potter crossover, a Marvel and Transformer crossover, Marvel DC. Although I think that actually exists in the weird world somehow.
It does, yes.
Yeah. But still,
Meanwhile, there's just me sitting over here holding my, self-insert Code Lyoko fic.
I have,
Well, guilty of it at one point in time. Don't lie.
Honestly, I don't know, because I don't think I ever did self-inserts. Because I always made okay, I'm gonna invent a new character, and that character's gonna do all the things that I would do in this book if I were them, but they're not me. That was my solution.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's also a good example of that is the Harry Potter Percy Jackson one. That one also has a non-self-insert, but also would be what I would do character. I don't know.
There's
yeah. Okay. There's a lot to unpack there. I'll unpack it some other time.
Yeah.
Time to end the stream, because I did promise that I wasn't going to go for too long. So yeah.
Yeah.
I am also hungry. Okay, so thanks everyone for watching. Please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. And Scrap done this already. Oh, before we go, one thing. KW, when you start watching Fallen Angel Season 1, watch the remix of the first 4 episodes, because Aiden doesn't like the originals. So, same rules as the Mutant Girl, basically. Fallen Angels is the series that is like the head writer and director of that is Aiden, so it's on his channel. I co-wrote it and also voiced half of the people in it. But so yeah, enjoy. I'll send that to you actually, because yeah, same. It's also it's another Butterverse thing. Yeah, see how confused you might get with that. Or maybe that's the thing for use review, possibly. See what you get out of that one.
Oh god! So many reviews! Oh jeez.
Well, you do reactions too, so I guess why not?
Yeah, I'm planning to do some reviews soon.
Okay, well maybe Fallen Angels might be ideal for that, because there's plenty of confusion in there as well.
Good to know.
Yeah. You're going to write the story about the superheroes being in love? Okay, so see, good stuff came out of this, definitely. All right.
Nice.
Okay, good luck with everyone's creations and stuff like that. I've got to find links to fanfics and official releases and blah, blah, blah. So thanks, everyone. Please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe to us already. Also subscribe to Ghosty and KW and check out the original videos, which will be in the description, on the channel of which anyway. So on that note, until next time,